What's up, everybody? It's Joel with the one and only Real Broker, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to master the cold call, handle any objection, and build rapport instantly. So if you guys are ready, let's get straight to it. Alrighty guys, so the best way to handle any and all objections is by using a little acronym called RAP, okay? Now you may have heard of other similar terms like ARP or RAM, but regardless the order, the concept is the same. The RAP approach is a powerful way to maneuver through resistance and objections in any conversation, whether you're prospecting, presenting, talking to clients, agents on the other side, or even on your day-to-day life. The RAP approach stands for repeat, approve, and move. This tool allows you to pacify objections and move past resistance to create better conversations. By using this approach, you can repeat objections or concerns that prospects have, approve or acknowledge their feelings so that way they know that you're hearing and listening and understanding, and then move to a better question to keep the conversation flowing smoothly. Using the repeat, approve, move technique, we can build better conversations. In any conversation, it's important to build rapport and establish trust with the other person. Especially true in the real estate industry where you're dealing with people's homes and investments and typically one of people's largest assets. So what's step number one in how to rap, right? So number one is repeat. Repeat what the other person says to show that you're actively listening and that you understand their perspective. After you do that, you need to approve or acknowledge their perspective to show that you appreciate their input and align with their needs. After you approve, you need to move. Pivot to another question or topic to keep the conversation flowing and redirect it in a new direction. So let's take a closer look at each one of the techniques. The first step is to repeat what the other person says, right? This shows that you're actively listening and you understand. By repeating what they say, you also give yourself time to process what they're saying and come up with an appropriate response. When repeating what the other person says, it's important to do it in a way that shows that you're genuinely interested in what they are saying. You can repeat what they say verbatim or paraphrase it, but the key is to make sure that they feel heard. This is especially important when dealing with objections or concerns. So for example, whenever a prospect says, I don't think we're ready to sell yet, you could say something along the lines of, hey, look, Mr. Seller, I understand that you don't think you're ready to sell yet. Can you tell me more about what's holding you back? The second step is to approve or acknowledge their perspective, right? This shows that you appreciate their input and are aligning with their needs. Approving or acknowledging what they say helps build rapport and establish trust. When approving or acknowledging their perspective, it's important that you be genuine and empathetic, right? You can use phrases like, I understand, or that's a good point. I could see where you're coming from. I respect your opinion. I could appreciate that. I hear what you're saying. So for example, whenever a client says, I think we want to list our property at a higher price, you could say something along the lines of, you want to list your property at a higher price, right? That's repeating. Then you could say, I understand and I appreciate that you want to get the most amount of money possible for your home. Okay, so I repeated what they said. I approved, I understand, I could appreciate that you want to list at a higher price. And then from right there, we would move on to step number 3, which is move, right? The third step is to pivot to another question or topic to keep the conversation flowing or move into a new direction, right? So this helps prevent the conversation from becoming stagnant and allows you to address any concerns. When moving to a new question or topic, it's important to be strategic, right? You want to ask questions that address the other person's concerns or objections while also moving the conversation forward. This might involve asking open-ended questions that allow the other person to elaborate on their concerns or suggest a new topic that relates to their needs. For example, if a client says, I'm concerned that our house is not going to sell quickly, you could say, that's a valid concern. Can you tell me more about what you're looking for in a real estate agent? I want to make sure that I'm the right fit for you. Or you could say something along the lines, I could appreciate that you don't want the property to go stagnant. Ideally, how soon would you like to move? Or how soon would you like to get the property sold? By using the repeat, approve, move technique, you can build better conversations and establish trust with the other person. This technique is especially useful when dealing with objections or concerns by anybody, right? Whether it's a prospect or just in your day-to-day lives. By repeating what the other person says, approving their perspective, and then moving the conversation forward, you can create a positive and productive conversation that results in a successful outcome. So to wrap it all up, no pun intended, the RAP method is a powerful tool that can help you navigate through resistance and objections during a cold call. By repeating the objection, by approving it, and then by pivoting the conversation, you can build rapport instantly with the prospect and ultimately create a more productive conversation. Remember, the key to the RAP method is to show empathy, listen actively, and steer the prospect into a conversation of their needs and wants. With practice and persistence, you can master the art of the conversation and learn how to deal with objections like a master. Joel with Real Brokers. If you guys found value in that video, click the like button, the thumbs up, to subscribe. And if you want to know what it's like to work a little bit more closely with me, hit me up and we'll have that conversation and see if working together is a good idea or maybe it's not. Either way, no big deal. Until next time,